We are back with episode 3 of Building in Public. If you missed 2 and 1, highly recommend you go back. But if you really don't give an F, fine. Welcome to episode 3. I launched my membership privately first to people who are already members of my free group Lip Service. I announced High Gloss to them on September 9th. I'm very happy to announce that the next phase of Lip Service is going to be called High Gloss, and open the doors to them at a discounted rate for 1 week. In that 1 week, we made about 25 to 27 sales. 25 to 27 people joined. My initial goal was to sell 25, so I was already like, that's super exciting. In fact, I think about 25 of those came in the first 24 hours. No surprise, the highest amount of conversions always come in on the first 24 hours when you launch anything. But I was still really shocked that I hit my first goal on the first day. Throughout this whole thing, and I think I said this in a previous episode, my biggest fear was not that nobody would want this. Was that I didn't have a big enough following to build a group. And that there would be like 10 people in it. And I'd be like, hey guys, welcome to the group. And there's nothing wrong with having 10 people in a membership group, but I was really feeling like 25 to 50 would be a vibe. It'd be a good, tight-knit group where people could make friends, but also feel like they were interacting with people that they never get to interact with. They would feel like there was personalized attention, but also not feel like, it's too much attention. So those were the initial goals, and we hit them. I then opened it up to public, and we had a few more people join in. So right now we are at about 37 members, I believe. That all happened. I launched this while I was traveling in Germany with my family. My boyfriend is German. We had dedicated already to spend pretty much the entire month of September in Germany, visiting his family, his friends. I thought that I would be able to build much more of a office hours for myself, that I would be able to show up. And in the first week, I really pushed myself because of this launch. And I was not sleeping well because the kid was on jet lag. I was not eating well. I couldn't find a good rhythm. And because the time difference is 6 hours, I was working until very late at night. None of it was good.
I just don't have the energy for this. My head is on a different planet, and I feel like I'm living a different life.
So by the time we were somewhere in week 2, I was really burnt out. And I honestly just stopped promoting the membership. And that was not my initial goal. In my planning process, in the social media calendar, I had 2 strong weeks. Once it had launched in public, I had 2 strong weeks of content to support it that we had mapped out that I was working on. And honestly, I burnt out so hard after week 1. I stopped checking in with my team, and I was just like, I can't do it.
You okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I gotta get out of here.
And honestly, I think this was my biggest mistake. Looking back, thinking that I could handle the international travel, family time, 6 hours of time difference, and this launch was a huge mistake. I honestly could not do it, and I sort of abandoned the entire project. I was happy with the people who came in. I made sure to greet them all. I was working on things that I had said would come out in the first week, and they all did, but it really crushed my spirit, I have to say. And then I just kind of abandoned it altogether. So currently it's October 1st and I haven't really posted much on Instagram again about it. I haven't gotten back into TikTok very much to promote it. And that's honestly where I see the value is going to be. Threads, TikTok, Instagram, maybe. I honestly don't think Instagram is going to convert a lot of people, but I do think it is going to be a good place for when people discover it, for them to learn more. Got back into shape over the weekend, just kind of get my mind right, get motivated again. Now it's Tuesday, October 1st, and I'm ready to get going again. I'm ready to start showing up again. I have a lot of ideas about content, and honestly, all of it revolve around me, which means that my spirit, my mind, my energy needs to be focused. I'm going to work on challenging myself to show up a lot more on every platform and start doing solo episodes of my podcast. I've podcasted for 2 years plus, and I have yet to really venture out in solo episodes. I think discipline and a mindset that what do I have to say? I don't know why I think those things, because I have a YouTube channel where I also can talk for 20 minutes straight. So clearly I can do it. It's just about building it into my weekly schedule. So I'm definitely going to start podcasting more solo episodes as well. I think all of these things will attract the right members to the membership. And my next goal is to hit 50 by the end of the year. So we have 3 months. We are almost at 40 members. And I honestly think I can do it, right? Part of the group is getting content from me that's exclusive, that's beneficial to their journey. I said that they would get 3 things upon welcome. They've gotten those things plus, like, I think an additional 6. Get 3 things. One is a video that is a 5 minutes to a more effective bio video. I've already had several members watch it, audit their own bios, and say this was so refreshing and easy to follow along. Done. Second was an analytics and PR tracker. I've always had this for people, but we upgraded it. It's much more detailed and it's very, very nice and super helpful. So they've already received that. And then third is content topics. We essentially found all the most relevant hashtag holidays in the beauty industry for October, November, December. That is the first release. And then now we're working on 2025. Not only does it have them all listed with the dates, but then we also started content topics. So if you're looking at it and you're like, okay, great, that's the hashtag holiday, but like, what do I post? The ideas are already there, started for you. Those 3 things were guaranteed for any members. They're out, they're in the world, they're ready. If you want to join right now, you will get them. In addition to that, here's what else I've posted in our content drops chat. A file to bonus audio creator pricing. On my podcast, when I interview creators, I clip a portion where I ask them specifically about what they charge and their journey through pricing. And that is exclusive audio for members. So like if I make it past 50 members, I might start to show up in the group less. And I don't want to do that. Just like a content creator, I advise all the time, there's different seasons for different things. And sometimes you'll be in a selling place, right? Which is like October, I'm going to be in a little bit more of a selling place. I'm going to be showing up more, creating more content, reminding people that I have a membership called High Gloss where they can come and get information from me every single month for $35 a month. It's so amazing. But there's also seasons for nurturing other things. So I want to make sure that as I hit certain goals, that I then take my foot off the gas and refocus as to what am I bringing the group. Next year, I'm going to be launching more assets, more benefits for members. And I want to make sure that I leave myself the room and space to do that. Because if all of my energy is spent on creating content, then my energy cannot also be spent on mingling with brands and asking them if they'd like to exclusively gift the group. Mingling with some of my contacts and asking them if they'd like to be a featured speaker in the group, right? I can't do those things if I'm only focused on selling or if selling is my number one. So it's all about checks and balances. Where do I put my energy and time? Because your energy and time cannot be spent equally across all formats when it comes to your business. Whether you're a content creator or otherwise, you just have to say, this is my season for this. And right now, October is my season for creating and educating. November and December are going to be about nurturing what's in the group already, right? Starting to put in those building blocks for 2025, making sure that people who are already in the group feel like their investment is getting paid back to them tenfold. So that's where I'm at. That's episode 3. That is the culmination of launching in public. Drop a comment if you'd like me to continue to check in and keep updating you on what's happening inside the group and what's happening with me as the leader of this group, as the entrepreneur that's pushing this forward. If you're interested in launching your own membership, I'm happy to give you recommendations of what was helpful for me. In episode 1 and 2, I talked about how I hired a coach, and I'm so happy that I did. She was very helpful. We still have one more session left that will help me plan some of these new bits and bobs for next year. So I'm saving that one for later. And I'm just really, really happy and proud of myself. Even though I made mistakes along the way, that's bound to happen. I'm really proud of myself. This is a dream that I've had in my back pocket for a while, and taking something from the back pocket and putting it in front and saying, I'm going to do this is very difficult. I know that 100%. And so I'm just so happy that I did it. I put my head down, we launched, and now it's go time, baby. Let's keep it moving. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube and follow me along on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're interested in joining High Gloss, and I highly recommend that you do, let's chat. Let's get in contact and we will get you set up.